Hello and welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited to get into today's pick a card. Today we're tapping into how attractive are you 1 to 10. I'm going to rate you. We're going to see what makes you hot, sexy, attractive, what people like about you, all up in your energy, all of the things, anything we could possibly find. So that is today's reading. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading or if you need any custom work done, that is where you can find me. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile as well. We have group 1 with the green zebra stone, group 2 with the citrine stone, group 3 with the smoky quartz stone, and group 4 with the sodalite stone. So like I said, pause the video if you need to, take as much time as you need, but we're just going to jump right in. All right, if you chose group 1 with the green zebra stone, this is your reading. We're using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot for you today. And we are going to see how attractive are you. I am going to rate once we get into the energy a bit. So let's see, Spirit, this is for group 1 with the green zebra stone. Show me their energy for group 1. How do people see them, receive their energy? What is their energy like? One of these flipped over. We got Sagittarius energy coming out. Sagittarius is the explorer in every sense of the word. Oh wow, and then we have Gemini. So you guys are immediately coming through as very artistic, or you will try everything once. And even with artistry, artistry can literally be everything. Artistry is essentially your signature at the end of your email, your signature at the end of your genetic footprint, who you really are. And with you guys, it's like Sagittarius, the explorer, and then Gemini, the intelligent. So a lot of people probably have a hard time anchoring your energy. Your artistry doesn't typically or always come from creating something physical or visual. Your artistry could be the art of communication, the art of non-verbals even. You guys may have the ability to get people to know what you want or do what you want with quite literally not saying anything. And not because you've read all the seduction books out there, but just because that's just who you are. We got Mercury at the bottom of the deck. Mercury is the planet of gods, the planet of today. People who have strong mercurial energy have the easiest time navigating through people and relationships. They're always like a bit of a chameleon because they resonate truly. It's not that they understand the psychology of people so well, but it's like I resonate instantly without picking up the weight of like what people are going through. So it's very complex. But going off my first thing that I was saying about the artistry, your artistry could quite literally be anything. I mean, something about your eyes, your energy. You have the ability to manipulate people with your eyes, with your energy. Like everything about you literally pulls people in. Let me fix the camera. Everything about you pulls people in. They want to know what's up with you. They want to know what you're doing. You may find that people become obsessed with you oddly, very easily. I would not at all be surprised to hear that that was your story for you, group 1, because this feels like my group that has a lot of energetic weight. Like you move things, like you are your own solar system and you just move the planet around you, the energy around you. You bend it to your favor, but it's natural. It's not something forced. I don't feel like it's something necessarily learned, but maybe it will be for some of you. Let's see what else we get, Spirit, for group 1. Mercury came out. That is so funny because it was at the bottom of the deck, but I didn't fully pull it out and it came out. So Spirit's like, it's that mercurial energy heavy. You guys are really good with communication. I feel like you guys would be most likely to persuade people to do things, whether it's a project at work. People just seem to listen to you. People could be arguing and going crazy, but when it's like you finally say something, people really listen and they stop. Also, for a few of you, I feel like you may have graduated with a high honor, summa cum laude. You may have graduated, like, dang, now I'm blanking on it. What do they call that? You graduate, you do the speech, that thing. Anyways, if you resonate with that, if that's your message specifically, then you know the name of it. But we have Mercury and we have Cancer. So you have this ability to understand people, and that's so crazy because Cancer is like the heart, and then we have Gemini, which is like the mind. So it's a good balance. And, you know, I found that very interesting tapping into the Gemini energy, where it's like, wow, I can see you feeling, but it's like you don't absorb it. You can feel what people are thinking, feeling what they need, but you don't absorb it. And I feel like it's because you have this Gemini and Cancerian energy, where it's like, I also have the higher perspective with Mercury. I know what and what not to involve myself in. I have strong boundaries. You are not easily manipulated at all. You guys are very powerful. I'm seeing 808. I'm seeing 808 as a frequency. I'm also hearing Lionsgate may be significant to you. You could be a Leo. You could be born on 808 or in August on the 8th. 8s can be significant for you, an angel number that's always followed you. Right away, I'm gonna have to pull some more cards before I can rate, because this could go so many different ways. This could be like, it's like you have to respect the power, but I just know what comes with this kind of power. And if someone is aware of this and they use it, they can use it negatively. So for me, my Cancer ass, that would turn down the rating a little bit. I'm not going to rate you a 10 if you're out here chewing people up and spitting them out. So we're gonna have to see. But we got Venus that came out as well. A lot of people want to date you. A lot of people find you very attractive. A lot of people want to have one night stands with you. I just got to be honest about that. There's a lot of feminines out here that don't know your own magnetism and strength and power. And other people have used that without your knowledge in the past, simply by you not being tapped into, this is something special that I could channel for a whole other purpose. Other people have been drawn in by you uncontrollably, probably act stupid when they're around you as well, just like very intense magnetism. And that Cancerian energy at a younger age, especially with a strong, heavy Venus energy, because Venus is the passion, but Venus is the I want it too. I don't care. I'm down. You know, with all that combination, when you were younger, some of you may have ended up in like bad relationship after bad relationship, or a lot of one-night stands. You might have felt used at a certain point, because this, you know, power without the wisdom can be very out of control and wreak a lot of havoc. Spirit for group 1. I don't know. I get this energy to, like, I feel instinctively to protect you guys, but also I get a little bit of a bite with that. Anytime I lean into that and I'm like, no, okay, I think, you know, it's like I get a little bite, like I don't need protection. So you guys may be very fierce. You may, you know, really consider yourself to be your own protector. You may not have those traditional family values of family over everything or friends over everything. It's like, it may be you against the world type of thing at this point in your journey, depending on what you've been through. We have the Amaryllis and the Morning Glory, determination and creative achievement. So you guys, again, I'm like, I hate that I can't think of the word of like the speaker that they have at like graduation ceremonies. What is that person called? But it's a student. So annoyed. But you guys may have been very competitive. I actually just heard competitive cheer. Someone may have been cheer, and it's like, okay, mess around and find out if you want to, but I will nip tuck you. Listen, I will put you in a pretzel. Don't play with me. We have the Morning Glory with affection and determination. So yeah, you guys, tapping into your energy, more of that Venusian energy with the affection and determination. You guys don't give up. You're so loyal, but it's almost like you move through this reality at this point in a way where you have to protect yourself, because you feel like people cannot be trusted, like with your heart or with your power. They may try to use you to build up their own reality to feel better about themselves, or they may try to use you to make other people jealous, or just, you know, I just get this energy of people that you've dated, or even friendships, like being friends with you because it's kind of like if you're rich and you're at school, how everyone tries to be your friend, and it's like you could have zero substance to you, or you could be like flat out the rudest person, but everyone's still vying to be your friend because they know that influence and the power and the money that you have. It's kind of like that, but only with you guys, it's definitely energetic. Maybe a little bit of both. Now that's God playing favorites for real, because not rich, hot AF, strong aura, magnetism, like that's just honestly not even fair. But for some of you, that may be your situation, you know? You may have a hard time relating to people because it's like, I didn't grow up in a struggle, and I do have confidence in myself, and I believe in myself, and I know who I am. I would say you guys are a 10 out of 10, but my ego is rejecting it so freaking hard. We have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You demand respect, you really do. And my ego's like, no, don't give it to him. But honestly, I hate that kind of like, you know, I hate when people won't compliment you. Like, you know, how some people will be like, oh, they already know they're beautiful, so I'm not going to say they look good today. Like, I hate that. Like, if you see a powerful person, call it out. This is the energy of a very powerful person, a 10 out of 10. We have the Iris with rainbows and messages. We have, wow, so the Iris, that's the psychic element to this. So that's going more into that Mercury Gemini energy, where it's like there's a higher octave to this. Like, I'm actually psychic. I know things. I can see straight through people. You guys may have like that villain hero complex, where it's like, I am a villain to the people that, it's like, what's that girl from Euphoria? I never watched Euphoria, but the dark-haired girl that everyone's like obsessed with. I think her real name is like Alexa Dime in person. Don't get me to lying. But it's like, you know, how in the show where she was, you know, had the babysitting job, like he got the sweet version of her, but everybody else could really, you know, get the work from her. That kind of energy. You may be aware of your energy at this point in your life, where it's like, okay, if someone's trying to manipulate me, I can see that right away. I can feel it right away, and they will get the worst. But if I can tell that someone's just, you know, a genuinely kind-hearted person, I may even stretch my hand out to help that person if they're getting in their own way, because you do have compassion, but it's very fair. So when people come to you trying to pull on your heartstrings, it's like, because I can see you trying to pull on my heartstrings, immediately you're going to get rejected. But if I see someone that genuinely needs help, most of the time, if I can, I will, type of thing. So we have forget-me-nots with eternal memories. People never forget you, you guys. And then we have the daffodil with rebirth and new beginnings. So you change people's lives. You change, like, that's very Plutonian energy. Beginnings and endings, like, you coming into someone's life marks a huge beginning for them, like a beginning of an era. But also you leaving does the same thing. And I get this cut off energy where people are cut off in a financial sense. Could also be, of course, in an energetic sense, especially since you have so much energy in your aura and in your being. But it's not just like, oh, cutting off communication, you'll never speak to me again. It's like everything that comes with you, people start to feel entitled and forget how much you bring, you know, to their lives. And once you're done, you're moving on. And it's like all of a sudden they don't have nearly as much anymore. Spirit for group 1. What makes them attractive? Why do people like them? Honestly, people find you irresistible, like textbook definition irresistible, where it's like they literally cannot resist you. I'm telling you, your aura, your energy makes people do things. I'm also hearing for someone that stopped happening. It used to be that way when you were younger, and Spirit is saying that stopped happening when you started to feed into the system, whatever that means. So it could be work that snuffed it out. It could be dating in a way that, you know, like coaches and society tells you you should date. Some sort of conformity is what kind of took that power away, because someone's like, I mean, yeah, it used to be like that, but I don't have that pull anymore. What happened? I also just heard test the spirit. Maybe you were trying to, maybe your own ego started to again like eat you up and self-sabotage. You tried to test your own ability and spirit, and so the energy started to reject, you know, that ego. Like your entire energy, dark matter, is conscious. All the empty space made up in your energy is conscious. So you won't always be allowed to, you know, self-destruct. But if you start to try to prove things, you know, or move from an ego standpoint, that could potentially destroy the whole being that you are. So your conscious body will stop you from being able to do that. You can get cut off energetically from your own energy. And honestly, only surrendering back into where your higher self is leading you will get you back. But we have the Three of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Cups. I really feel like you guys can have anyone you want. Nine of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Wands. You disrupt people's reality because a lot of times they project onto you as their wish fulfillment. And then once they get you, it's like you dismantle all of those falsities and you show them like, this is real life. I'm a real person. This is reality. This isn't going to be sunshine and rainbows. I'm not going to be your whatever you thought this was going to be. And it really kind of like pulls the wool over people's eyes, or not even it like pulls back the curtain so that they can see like how things really work. People have never met a being like you. I'm seeing Enchantress from Suicide Squad. We have the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Swords being communication, also action. You guys are fully ready and willing to move on from things as well. That really keeps people stuck on you. And it's crazy because this reading, my intention was to tap into like, okay, how attractive are you? What makes you hot and sexy? And I'm getting all of that, but in a very like unexpected kind of way, where it's like, this is true irresistibility. Your energy can be very succubus, like coming to steal souls, succubus. Like you could do whatever you want when you're at your full power. We have the Seven of Wands and the Page of Cups in reverse. Honestly, sometimes after people date you, they never want to date again. And it's a mirror. You show people who they truly are by showing them who you truly are. So you show them, look at all of this that you thought that I was. Now, what does that say about you? Or look at what you're investing here in someone like me. What does that say about you? You want someone who's beautiful, well-connected. You want the Ten of Pentacles. But the truth is you don't have the ability to maintain that, and you are not in alignment with that. And then you take that yourself away, and it's just like, damn, that is cold. And that's what I was struggling with in the beginning. I'm like, how can I say someone who does something like that is a 10 out of 10? But you really are people's karma a lot of times, group one. We have the Priest, okay? You will exorcise those demons out of folks, period. And you're a very strong connection to the divine. So it's just so interesting to see, like, because like I said, this feels like the villain. It does. You feel like the villain, but somehow still you have this super strong connection to God, source, higher power, wherever, and you're still serving such a purpose. And without you, the matrix couldn't go on. You know, without you, this whole system couldn't go on. We couldn't learn anything because we need people to come in and be other people's karma. So it's like, it's mind-blowing. And that's that Gemini mercurial energy, you know. Gemini takes things way, way farther up. It's air energy. Like that saying, oh, we got the Avenger here. That's so crazy. I love this energy, but it's kind of scary low-key. The Priest, this one says, facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. And then the Avenger says, desire to balance the scales of righteousness on the behalf of society or oneself. So you set things straight, yet you're such a strong, like spiritual channel to the divine. I'm perplexed. I've seen this energy in real life, but I've never really gotten it from a reading where I can see in action how someone uses their energy. I don't know, it's very complex. It's like there's pain, there's pleasure, there's good and bad. It's like everything everywhere all at once. That's you. And then we have the hero heroine that's come out. So the Avenger has come out, the hero heroine has come out, which is exactly what I was talking about before. You guys are hella psychic. Passion for a journey of personal empowerment is what that one says. So let me just get some advice from Spirit. Spirit, what does group 1 need to know? You're exactly as you should be. You're serving your purpose. We have Lalita, the red goddess. It says, playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. So Spirit is saying, laughing off some of the things that you've gone through, been through, some of the people you've helped that didn't appreciate it. They were never meant to appreciate it. That wasn't the purpose you were serving in their life. But remember why you were put in their life. You're playful, and it is a power. You know, it's crazy to think that a seductress could be God's right hand, but that's exactly what we have here. Seductress naturally, it's like, I'm not playing mind games. You're attracted to me. That's more of a reflection of you, but you trigger a lot of crazy things in people. You really do. Like, you could drive someone insane if you wanted to. And then we have Ariadne, the mistress of Labyrinth. This one says, my soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. So I feel like you guys have worked through so many things, and a lot of your lessons in life and a lot of what makes you attractive has been shown to you through relationships, through seeing how people just absolutely idolize you. But I wanted to pull some advice at the end to kind of ground this energy in case anyone was confused with their own energy, because even me as a reader, I just looked the other day, I've done over 5,000 readings at this point, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, it's like, in case anyone is kind of confused, because it's even hard for me to navigate this energy, Spirit is saying you may have physical reactions to your environment. Like, you may get a waft of energy and literally have to get up and like go on a run or jog or clean your house. If that happens to you a lot, that's just another way to see, like, the way that I receive my downloads. It's not like everyone else. It's not like necessarily through angel numbers or da-da-da-da-da. It's like my body tells me it's time to go, or this is where to go. This is what to do. So continue to follow that, and that is the way that your system works, and you will not lose. You'll be led to the next step. So if anyone's looking for guidance or, you know, anything like that, that's what I have for you. My Etsy shop is in the description as well. If you'd like a private tarot reading or a custom spell work, I offer that over there. But that is what I have for you, group 1, 10 out of 10. I can't even say it's like any lower. I really can't. That is what I have for you. I'll talk to you later. All right, if you chose group 2 with the citrine, this is your reading using the Cat Tarot for you today. And we are going to see group 2. How attractive are you from 1 to 10? What makes you hot, sexy? Why people are attracted to you? Spirit, this is for group 2. With the citrine, show me group 2. What makes them attractive, alluring? Why are people attracted to group 2? Show me their energy, their being, their essence for group 2. Wow, so we have Saturn, we have Mercury, very strong masculine energy, heavy hitters. Mercury being the planet of the gods, Saturn being the planet of really structure and karma and true fatherhood. We got fire, which is really kind of an amplifier, an energy giver to everything else. So let's see what else we have. We got Pluto too. Oh my God, you guys got a lot of heavy hitters. We got the Sun, which is the higher octave of fire energy, the higher octave of Saturn, even of that masculine energy. And then we have water here. I'm like, not you guys being a sensitive gangster. All right, we got Pluto and the Sun. So you guys carry a lot of masculine energy. Pluto is definitely something that makes you very attractive, especially coupled with mercurial energy. Pluto is the planet of beginning and endings, regeneration. Pluto will absolutely destroy something or someone, the older version of yourself, someone at school who's bothering you. You guys may be pro-revenge, in favor of revenge. You know, when someone tries you in public, it's like, okay, yeah, I could let it slide, but I'm not going to. There's a very strong, heavy energy that you guys have here. fear no evil, take no shh is what I just heard as well. We have Saturn and fire. So you guys are the definition of F around and find out. I just get such a sweet energy as well here with Libra, with water, even with Taurus. There's an energy of you guys having the capability to be sweet, but there's also this energy of feeling like not everyone deserves it. People don't understand you. They misuse it. I feel like you guys definitely have a villain origin story. I feel like there is something that has happened in your life that has made you this way. Because I feel like before there may have been this energy of leading with your compassion, not even leading with your heart, because I don't feel like you give everyone your heart. I don't feel like you've ever given you've always been super free with your heart chakra, your space, your time. But leading with compassion, and it's just kind of like this energy I feel where it's like, not everyone deserves that. I feel like you guys have this perspective, like not everyone deserves that. So you don't lead with that anymore. Right away, just going off the energy, what do people really like about you? They're definitely going to be drawn to the fire. Everyone is drawn to fire energy, whether it's romantic or not. You'll be drawn to fire energy in the workplace because it's like, okay, I can see this person has a lot of pull. This person has a lot of power. Fire energy when it comes to going to a party or entertainment, like, okay, I want to gravitate towards this person because they get a lot of attention or they get the party going. Like everyone in some way is attracted to, just energy, period. When you can see that someone has the ability to like do things, when people have the ability to get other people to do things, it's like, okay, this is an energy that I want around because this is an energy center essentially. So that's definitely something. Okay, I'm now hearing self-protective. It makes a lot more sense when we're talking about in the context of you, because it's like, of course you're going to protect this energy. A lot of people love that Libran energy. You can be fair and balanced, compassionate, but also a lover. Libra is in part ruled by Venus, the planet of love and relationships. So you know how to maintain relationships. Taurus, you absolutely know what you deserve. People love to please you. People love to feel like they have something to work towards. As much as we live in a microwave society and how people want things super fast, people also really love to work for it, which is how you can get people stuck on certain doctrines, trying to work to get to a certain space that they'll maybe not ever get to, through the matrix, certain jobs, the corporate ladder or American dream, or whether it's, being the perfect partner or whatever. People love that they have to work for you though. It's like a love-hate type of thing though, because it's like they hate it because they actually have to work and it makes them feel inadequate as they are, but they love it because they love the challenge. You guys are a challenge. There's many layers to you. I feel like I can't scratch the surface of everything that came out. That water is just absolutely throwing me. Because it's like, as passionate as you are and as much as you'll speak up for yourself and you'll speak out, there's still this water side to you that is extremely soft and compassionate with people. And I feel like people have a hard time understanding you because it's like they may meet you in this water energy and, you may make friends with someone because they needed something one day and you were there for them. But when they try to constantly call you and use you as their like free therapy, you set strong boundaries, or you'll tell people straight up that this isn't that, like, I'm not your, you need to figure it out. And they're just so shocked, like, whoa, I thought you were the nice person, and it's like, there's many, many layers to you, group 2. I would say an 8 out of 10 so far. We have the clematis with intelligence and mental beauty. So you guys are also very smart. I get a little bit of teacher's pet energy where you guys may have been really good in school, very studious. Also, you may have had the ability to manipulate teachers when you were younger, especially if you're a really cute kid. I'm getting this energy of some of you guys, like, you really were the villain in like elementary, middle school, but just a brat, but they always believed you, like you were the one trusted to, how like teacher would be like, okay, I need someone to, take this to the office. You'd be the one trusted to do that, but you would also be the one in the hallway for 20 minutes. And you could come back 20 minutes later, which should have taken 5 minutes, and the teacher doesn't even question it because it just had to be something legit that held you up. You're the good kid. That's how I see you. I also see with you guys, you have this, childlike energy that people have a hard time associating, like disassociating you from. You may notice that family, romantic partners, people who knew you when you were younger, they have a very hard time like taking you seriously as an adult, or seeing you as someone who could, you know, hold strong boundaries. People have a hard time believing that what you're saying is real in terms of like you setting boundaries and things like that. We have the garden healing trope. This one is devotions and dreams fulfilled. So you guys are devoted to your partners. You love them properly. You love them the way that they need to be loved. And dreams fulfilled is just like, this is wife material, husband material, life partner material, the type of person that you would want to be with, you know, forever. Also a prize. People may have tried to date you. You may have had a lot of people who wanted to date you, specifically in school, and people may consider you to be like trophy wife, trophy husband, you know, the bar type of material, like the person that people see as like universally attractive, or the person you would want to be close to, etc. And then we have the anemone with anticipation. People get so nervous around you that everybody wants to speak to you in the room. I feel like everyone around you sees you as an 11 out of 10, and you may see yourself as like, you know, a solid 8 out of 10. So there's this interesting middle ground where it's like, you know, I know that I'm valuable, but I also know that I'm not who people think I am. Not that you're an imposter. Oh, you may struggle with imposter syndrome, actually, I'm hearing. Not that you're an imposter, not in that kind of way though, more in a way where it's like people have an idea of me in their head. And a lot of that is true, but it's not true in like the literal sense that people should literally always just be afraid to talk to me or to whatever. Like I said, you make people like really nervous. It's like, yeah, I am all that, but not in the way that you're making it seem. We have the 9 of Pentacles and the Hermit in reverse. You guys, a lot of you never, well, some of you, I'll say, never get nervous. Never doubt yourself may actually be what it is. Because there's an energy with that 9 of Pentacles of, I know that I got it, even from the bill. You know, when you go to a restaurant or you go on a date, you never have to worry, because you know that, yeah, King of Cups in reverse, like you're not looking for, you're a strong, independent woman. You don't need a man type of energy. Regardless of how you identify, it's like that energy of, I am divine feminine, I know who I am, and I know what I have to bring. Anyone would be lucky to have me, and I'm not pressing anyone to do anything. I'm not waiting for anyone. And you may want to be taken care of, but you may struggle with surrendering to that lifestyle because you just don't have the patience to wait for someone else to want to do things for you. You know that you can get it and do things yourself. So it's hard for you to surrender to something that's gonna require you to be more than nice to people, because you know that you're fair. So it's like, I can't pretend to like you. I can't subscribe to that lifestyle, but you may have been attracted to it, especially with that Taurus energy. Taurians, they tend to lean towards certain lifestyles. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Magician. You guys can be very tough with your communication. 9 of Cups in reverse. Like, wow, I see a lot of rejection coming from you. You guys reject people a lot. Like, you shoot down ideas, you shoot down manipulation, you shoot down any crossing of boundaries. It's like you like to live in your own. We got the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Oh, beautiful. I love this card. He's so cute. Shooting down, dang, I forgot what I was saying. Shooting down a lot of people. Rejecting their ideas, what they, oh, that's what it was. You like to live in your own divinity with the High Priestess. You like to live in your own space with your own rules, with your own life. But at the same time, you would like to share something with someone. So you kind of struggle with finding that middle ground of, okay, like I do want a relationship, but I'm also not changing everything about me to get one. So what is the middle ground here? You guys may have been trying to figure that out. I can definitely say you're very attractive, but you come across as a coquette. Look up coquette. I swear you'll relate to that, maybe even the star archetype. It's from Robert Greene's The Art of Seduction. If you look up The Art of Seduction on YouTube, you can see, usually in the comments, someone will have time-stamped the different archetypes, so you can just click to it. I get a strong coquette energy with you guys where it's like you attract a lot of people just to deny them. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's natural attraction, maybe it isn't intentional, but it does feel intentional. Even from the cat deck being your tarot deck, it's like you guys are more playful. You guys can be a little, you don't think about cats, like we love them so much and we worship cats, but at the same time, like what do they really give us? They give us purrs and cuddles, but like only when they feel like it, you know? You can't make a cat do anything. But anyways, we have the Five of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Wands. So you guys, you pull people in, you reveal to them the truth, and then a lot of times you set them free, or you'll keep them on a leash as a part of your army. You may have a lot of exes in the past that would still be with you to this day, or still think the world of you to this day, or still have that idea of you that they had in the beginning as who you are. And it's like, I showed you flat out that's not who I am, and you're still attaching to that ideal. We have the King of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So you're the type to match someone's energy. Like, listen, if you're not benefiting me, we can both play stupid. Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which is so funny. Look at the cat's little face. Like, we can both play Page of Pentacles. Okay? If that's how you want to play it, we can do that. We can absolutely do that. Okay, let's see what else we get. Very complex energy from you guys. We have the Priest that came out. That's so funny because that came out for group 1, and I do get some similarities between you and group 1. Not completely, but there's a few similarities. You may have been called a group 1 too. And this is probably what it really is. We got the Shapeshifter that just came out. So being a shapeshifter, you probably always resonate with every pile. You may always watch every pile when you listen to readings because there's always something in there for you. So your energy may go far and wide. Your energy may be very universal. You may have lived a lot of lives, have lived in different dimensions. You may have done some readings on your Akashic records and found out that you've lived like many different lives and have connections to many different spaces and places. You may see visions. You may have very strong psychic powers, psychic abilities. The Shapeshifter says skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, the ability to see the potential in everything. The Priest says facilitates spiritual commitments. Wow, that's very interesting. Serves as a channel for spiritual energy. And like I said, I got this card for group 1 as well, but I didn't hear it the way that I heard it just now. Facilitates spiritual commitments. That means you are quite literally Saturn, some people's karma. You come into their lives to disrupt their frequency and to show them like, listen, you've been living in a daydream, Pluto, and we have to destroy that and dismantle those beliefs. They're not serving you. And some people are so committed to staying the same that even after their experience with you, they still refuse to see the world differently. And ciao. I don't even know what to say about that. It's just hopeless. You know, you can't make people see the truth. I try not to get stuck on, you know, people like that. Sometimes they catch you slipping. We got the Dilettante. This one says delights in the arts without having to be a professional. So you likely paint or do something artistic. You may like, I just heard you may like to make charcuterie boards. That may be your favorite thing to put together, like party favors and gift bags. I don't know why that's coming through so specifically, but you like to do stuff like that. You may like to be bartender at the party and create drinks for people. It's like, no, let's not just mix the vodka with the, you know, with the whatever. Let's make it a drink, you know. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits is what it says. I feel like you guys can do a little bit of everything. You may act, you may be funny, you know, you could be a therapist, a coach, like a little bit of everything in your energy. We also have the Healer here as well. It says passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. The ability to help transform pain into healing as well. So you guys are someone who doesn't let your past hold you back forever, even though it likely has been something, like there may be some things in your past that really shaped you. or that, you know, had you, I just heard specifically like 3 years for someone. There was some lesson or some experience that you had that took 3 years to recover from. Jeez. But there is a fountain of energy within you. So I feel like where you guys get tripped up in this reality group too is when you try to outsource like your energy, your happiness, when you try to find happiness in other people or contentment or security. That's when you really get tripped up. That's when you start acting out of character. That's when your whole universe kind of like gets tilted on its axle and everything goes like awry. Because with such a complex person, you have to have that strong first house energy, that strong sense of self, knowing who you are and what you're doing. When you even get influenced by like other narratives and what other people believe, things start to get confusing and it just feels like programming, and it's because it is programming. So you guys are best. I'm telling you, if you were to drop off the grid and live life completely off of online, period, that would be the happiest, most vibrant, most loving, most fruitful, most sexual, most fun, most everything version of yourself. We have the Joan of Arc, the Warrior of Light. I have a steel-like faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. So your spiritual team is here supporting you, giving you the next steps. And with someone like this, it's really tricky because it's like, you know, the next steps may come out of you. And I feel like Spirit's like, you listen, whatever way you want to do it, whether it's the angels, I only send the angels in when you're not listening to your inner self. So whatever you want to do, if you want the influence from outside or inside, whatever, just lean in. Okay, just lean in. We have Teresa of Avila, Our Lady of Interior Life. It says, I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. Some of you guys, I'm telling you, whatever breakup was the longest or the worst, that one really took you out. It could even be a ending of a friendship, but something I feel was significant, and I kept hearing 3 years. Caused you to deviate from knowing that the answers were within you, and it caused you to react to your reality different. And it got you off course. And then we have Sarah Kali, the Queen of the Outsiders. It says, I have arrived, and I am always where I will always be, in love. So Spirit really wants you to surrender back to love, but I don't know what that means for you. It doesn't feel love in a traditional sense. I feel like love, Spirit is defining love as who you were before the breakup, or, you know, when you were, before everything went down and everything happened, when you were more content with who you are and what you had. And so Spirit's like, let's go back to that space, and you will feel this power. You will see this power reflected in everything you do. We have listening with your heart and revealing radiance. I trust the messages I receive from my heart. Another card talking about this, everything you need to know, it really is coming from you. And revealing radiance, you will be surprised to find out there's so much more value than you thought before is within you. But Spirit is trying to get you to circle back in. Circle back in. That is what I have for you guys. Like I said, that's what everything that makes you hot and attractive. I would definitely rate you a solid 9. I really like this energy. It is so complex and hard for people to receive. So I would say just know that versus trying to make yourself more digestible for people so that you don't deviate from who you are. You will attract your tribe. But that's how it is for you. You know, you can't just have a bunch of randos who are nice and feel like you're getting enough from those friendships. You may have already went down a path of trying to do that and it didn't work out for you. You have to attract your tribe, people who, you know, you resonate with on a deeper level to be sustained and happy. All right, my Etsy shop is in the description. I do custom spell work on there, so if you need any, you can hit me up for that. I do private readings there, of course. That is what I have for you today, Group 2. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 3 with these smoky quartz, this is your reading. And we are going to see how attractive you are, 1 to 10. What makes you sexy, attractive? What makes people like you? All of that good stuff, Spirit. This is for Group 3. Group 3 with the smoky quartz. Show me their energy. What makes them attractive? We have water. You guys may be a true water sign. You also may have a lot of water placements in your chart. You may be generally more of an emotional person or someone who's emotionally tapped in. People consider you to be, I'm hearing like safe space. You're a safe space for people. Also, even the darkness you can resonate with, and you give people space to express that darkness. So if someone says that they want to do something really messed up, you will hear what they have to say without judgment and hold space for them to feel those things, so that maybe they don't actually do something messed up, but you give people a space where they can live out certain energies that they just can't live out with other people. People feel very safe with you, like they don't have to hide who they are or what they're about. They don't have to hide that they like certain things. We have water in Sagittarius, which is a very interesting combination because Sagittarius is fire energy, but it's not that. It's specifically that the Sagittarian placement leans towards exploration in all sense of the words. This could be emotional exploration, sexual exploration, exploration of different cultures, media. You may listen to like every genre of music, or you may be into every type of cuisine. But like there's no bounds to you. There's nothing that you can't resonate with. Like you can truly see all sides of an argument, of anything. We have Virgo. That's not surprising at all because Virgo is one of the mother archetypes in the zodiac. Virgo is earth energy. We have almost all elements here. We got water, fire, and earth now. Only thing we're missing is air energy. But with that Virgo placement, I feel like you have a genuine, there's this energy of feeling like you have a duty to the people in your life. Like, it's interesting. You feel like the adult, even over like your parents or people that are older than you. You feel the need to protect them. You know, it just seems like people kind of live in la la land, and you have to like look out for them because they simply don't understand either, you know, this reality. There's just something here. There's a disconnect. Wow. And then we have Pluto and Saturn, which is just pure masculine energy here, you guys. Pluto and Saturn. And I keep getting this energy where it's like you guys have the ability to be other people's karma. You signify endings and you signify beginnings for people. You're the light at the end of the tunnel, or you're the last thing people see until everything kind of fades to black, and it depends on their experience with you. So as long as people do right by you, they don't have to worry about everything fading to black. But there is an energy of you guys definitely serving a higher purpose. I feel like you're in an interesting place in our collective, and I feel like you have a very significant role, just a very significant role. There's just like such this level of importance that I feel with you guys, and I can't quite put my finger on it. So I feel like it's higher level. It's something that if other people know, that would kind of, I feel like you guys often have to skip over certain things or omit certain things. Like you can't say what you really think and feel because people either aren't going to understand it or agree with it. And that goes back to like the purpose, and also like how you have the ability to hold space for everyone, regardless of if it's something super dark or messed up, because you understand your role, and your role may be something more dark or messed up, because Pluto and Saturn, it's just like you are the person that spirit unleashes on the people who unleash on other people. Like you're the, here it's like Batman energy. I don't know. It's just like there's this energy of committing, you guys doing things that are kind of like messed up or being karma for people, but yet you're the hero. But you have to, like, you know, you have to commit crimes to fulfill that purpose. It's so interesting and layered, but I feel like people don't understand even what you say, even more than like people don't understand you. They don't understand your opinion or like your beliefs. Like it truly feels like you're on a totally different wavelength than other people. And I gotta be honest, it feels a bit dark. I mean, we have Aquarius here, which is ruled by Uranus, and Aquarius is the water bearer. A lot of people see Aquarians as like cold or aloof, but they're not. It's just they bear their own water energy, their own emotions, intuition, etc. They don't show that and give that to everyone. They're not easily persuaded. So it's not that they're aloof, but they are just not feeding into the water energy, the emotions, the intuition. They're keeping things to themselves. You know, they're not easily controlled, because if it's not beneficial for that water energy to reign supreme, they just don't allow it to. So anywho, we got earth energy, which Virgo is earth energy. So you have very strong, you actually did get all elements with Aquarius being a water sign, but there's strong earth energy here as well. You guys are very down to earth, but it's kind of like an adult, you know? Like, imagine your favorite parent turning, like, having to discipline you. It's like that. It can be a very confusing experience, because people see you as, like, you can be the life of the party, but you can also be, like, the disruptor of the party and the person that says what no one else in the room will say and just completely disrupts all the illusion and politics and games going on. You know, so it's like crazy. It can be channeled in a way that benefits people or is received as positive to people, but it can also be received in a way where it's like it feels treacherous. We have the clematis and the pink rose. So far, I would definitely say a 9. You guys are a well-rounded person. I get positive energy here. I feel like I would go, the lowest I would go would be 7, and I feel like that's a developmental thing, because this energy unharnessed can be extremely chaotic, and someone in this high position that doesn't care can be a total beyond a buzzkill, like can really mess things up. So it kind of just depends on where you are, if you're in a more balanced space, or if you're in a, well, F it, no one, you know, treats me like, no one understands what I'm doing here, I'm just gonna, like, this could easily turn into a villain type of thing. So intelligence and mental beauty, you guys are very smart. You know what people want, you know what people need. And then we have the pink rose with grace and sweetness. So it's like you can be very sweet, but you're also very smart, and you will use your intelligence to your benefit, period. And then we have the lilac and the chiropsis. The lilac, first emotions of love. You make people feel like they're falling in love for the first time. You make people feel like this is the first time they're ever experiencing love, and you make them feel like what's happening with you is truly something different. You may find that friends specifically hold attachments to you for years. It's like they love you and then they randomly turn and they start to hate you or get really jealous of you. There's a lot of that energy here with people just attaching to you, and even when they dislike you, or even when they find out they can't control you, it's like they still can't stay away from you. And then we have the chiropsis with always joyful. So I feel like you guys are, people just don't understand you. They really don't, because I get like this energy of you guys smiling on the inside. It's like, you may not be super bubbly, but it's like, I'm not unhappy. I'm not struggling with, you know, my mental state. Like, I'm more of a like calm, chill kind of person. I don't do that performative happiness, excitement, engagement, workplace BS, but I'm still happy and ready to work. You may find that your managers like either love or hate you. They love you because you get the job done, or they hate you because you only do what you're getting paid for, and also you don't feed into like the workplace politics. So I feel like, again, you guys play a very important role in everywhere you are, like the workplace and friendships and schools and society and your neighborhood. Your energy is very important in this world. The position you play in society is very important, but not everyone understands this role, and I feel like it's because it's very unique and niche. And so not everyone is going to understand it, because it's not like, you're just not a commoner. Like your energy, you're just not. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Like I said, I would say a solid 9, but I would go from 7 to 9 depending on how you channel this energy, because this energy in like a villain era can be absolutely treacherous and destroy people, and I can't get behind that as a Cancer. You know, I'm ruled by the moon. I'm ruled by my emotion. People who cause pain, I'm just not with that. I'm just not. So I got to draw a line in the sand. But we have the 4 of coins in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse. We also have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Heartbreaker. You know what I'm hearing? Evil, wondrous, scandalous, and evil. Something time. I have my phone right here for one, so I can actually look up the song by, what is that song called? Okay, not, oh, Doing Time by Lana Del Rey. I'm hearing that little piece of the song. Knight of Wands in reverse. You know what? You guys may make people feel like you really like them, or you really understand them. You're gonna be with them. You guys play with people a little bit. I gotta be honest. I feel like this, I've this villain side to you where it's like, it's fun though. So you can't hate it about yourself. Like, you don't, I feel like you guys truly love and embrace yourself for who you are. And again, everything with you is non-performative. So it's not in a, oh my God, I always practice self-care and I'm always giving myself these affirmations, but it's just like, ugh, I love me. I have so much fun with me. You go home and you were like, that was a fun day of playing with people. Sometimes, some of you. We have the Temperance card at the bottom of the deck. Like, it really is all about, like where you are in your life and how this energy is being channeled. But 4 of coins in reverse, it's like, I have no problem giving. Ace of Cups in reverse, you're genuinely more of a selfless person. But we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. You refuse a lot of offers. So people end up falling in love with you, but you don't respond to the advances of people, or you may come across as hot and cold to a lot of people, because one day it's like, okay, I'm receptive to these advances, I'm being nice, I'm playing into it, and one day I'm like, literally, you don't exist. 2 of Wands. People call you a tease. Ace of Coins in reverse. People may say you're a tease or someone who like plays with hearts. I feel like you've broken a lot of hearts. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse, 3 of Wands in reverse, and the 4 of Cups in reverse. Or wait, no. 3 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 5 of Wands in reverse, sorry. So there's an energy here of you playing for you, and also you playing for keeps. There's a little bit of a jealousy streak here. You guys are really good at hiding the rock and throwing your hand though, with the 5 of Wands in reverse, because somehow the drama cannot be, like, you are not at the end of the drama. It's kind of like, okay, you mess with me, I'm gonna mess with you 10 times harder, but I'm always gonna be able to trace it back to someone else or what someone else did. So it's like, you may have this, you start it, but I will certainly finish it type of energy, because 5 of Wands in reverse, it's like people can't say, oh, you are the root of chaos. People can't blame you. And that even goes back to this Plutonian, Saturnian energy where spirit is using you as a vessel to F people up for what they've done. We have the 7 of Cups. You guys may desire to live like Aphrodite, with multiple lovers and all the attention and all, you know, people waiting on you hand and foot. You may genuinely be okay with not having a like relationship with one person. You may like to have relationships with multiple people, or you may like to have one person that you're dating but still have the freedom to flirt and talk to multiple people. I'm feeling like this energy of needing to be able to communicate with multiple people. You may have Mercury in your Venus placement, or you may have Gemini in your Venus. We have the Empress. It's just like, and it's so funny because in this deck she's a siren. So it's like you sing your song, you draw everyone in, they're drawn in by your beauty, your essence, your aura, everything about you just pulls people in. But it does feel a bit vampiric, where it's like once people get close enough, they get cut off. You know, they get cut off as quickly as they fall. You know, they get X'd out even quicker. And people can't resist this. They really are under your spell. So it's interesting to word it like, okay, what do people like about you? Because this is what draws them to you. But also, I would say that this is what ends up hurting a lot of people. So they wouldn't consciously say that they like it, but they do like it because this is what drew you to me. You don't even understand yourself. It's that kind of thing. Like when you talk, it sounds so extreme. Your opinions may come across as very extreme. People don't have the ability to understand. I don't feel like it's that they don't understand though. I feel like it's they don't want to accept that this is what it is. I find it hard to believe that people can't understand it if you're explaining it in plain, you know, plainly for them. We got the Page of Wands in reverse, the Magician in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. I just get this Mariah Carey energy where like you really are a diva. No one can impress you. If people try to impress you, you will kind of like have this natural mental block where their advances can't get through because you know that they're just trying to impress you versus being genuine with you and like building something naturally. Once you can sense that someone is trying to get close to you or they're trying to get you to like them, you just tap out. Like, Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 3? We have Our Lady Guadalupe, another Empress. She is the Empress of protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. I was getting this energy a lot with group 2. And this reading has caused a revelation on like another level because group 2 got this energy as well. Or maybe it was yeah, I'm pretty sure it was group 2. One of the other piles got a message as well where it's like they are kind of karma. But it's like, I was confused because I'm like, in their pile, maybe it was group 1. I'm sorry. I wish I knew which one so you can go back. If you were drawn to another one though, I would definitely say pick it. But I can't remember at this point if it was group 1 or 2. Maybe it was group 1. Anyways, I think it was group 1. But they had such this tight relationship with, you know, Spirit, God, the divine. Like, and it's like at the same time, they were the person that brought karma to so many people. So they were a part of like really hard times of other people's lives, and they played the role as the karma for those people who had been doing other people dirty. And it's just like a whole revelation with you guys as well, because it's like you're safe and divinely protected with the divine. You have a close relationship with Spirit, God, you know, your higher self, whatever. But at the same time, I could see all this treachery going on. It's like, what is happening? So that's like, again, that higher level understanding that you have that many people, you know, don't understand or don't want to accept, don't want to see. Like, how could someone who hurt me be serving a higher purpose? How could they be connected to God? It's easier to see them as a bad person. So we have Isis, and then we have Joan of Arc. Isis, the goddess of magic. It says sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. You guys may like to spend time alone with yourself and just like a week straight in your room, just doing, you know, what you're doing. Okay. Your sensuality is a prayer, is an expression, is something that you need to explore and feel. So maybe you guys, you know, want to get into some self worship, if you know what I mean. Maybe that would be a journey that would be very healing for you. And then we have, you know, retaking control over your own pleasure. I feel like could be really good for you. And then we have Joan of Arc, the warrior of light. It says, I have steel-like faith in myself, and my angels armor me with conviction. So Spirit really doesn't want you to doubt yourself. Like the Empress, Lady Guadalupe, the Empress of protection, Isis, Joan of Arc even. These are very strong, feminine, deities and archetypes that Spirit is using to let you know that you're serving a purpose. I'm going to go with the solid 9 for you guys. We have breaking barriers. It's very different. It's Uranian. It's not common. The way that you serve, the way that you play a role in society is very different. It says, I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. So a lot of people have tried to harness your energy. You may have been friends with an energy harvester, someone who tried to, you know, suck away all your happiness, your joy, your energy, your essence. They may have had a bit of a crush on you, or they may have just tried to use you to get into these spaces because you had your own popularity, but then they try to control you. Like I said, I feel like your friends may get obsessed with you, but you are breaking barriers of love. I feel like for you, group 3, your love for you, romantic love, is going to happen very differently. It's not going to be, you know, the unique, like it's not going to be the same story that everyone has. Your path to love is very unique. But yeah, your role in society is also very unique. That's what I have for you guys. We got opening to love at the bottom of the deck, so Spirit wants you to open your heart as well. My Etsy shop is below. I do custom spell work on there. You can also find private readings on there. And yeah, that is what I have for you. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the Sodalite Crystal Point, this is your reading. We're using the Tarot of the Divine for you, and we are going to see how attractive you are, 1 to 10. I am going to rate you. We're going to see what makes you hot, sexy, attractive. What do people like about you, group 4? Spirit, this is for the Sodalite. Show me what makes them attractive. Mars wanted to come out. It didn't come out all the way. But we have Neptune, we have water, and Venus. So you guys are very dreamy, which is so funny because dreamy is like something that people use to describe Neptunian energy or Pisces energy, because Pisces is ruled by Neptune. But with that being with Venus and water, it's like, wow, this is a very attractive person in every sense of the word, mind, body, and soul. Also, I'm seeing waist beads. I'm seeing someone with waist beads on, someone who's very curvy, very voluptuous with waist beads on. And it's like you're so attractive. And it's funny because people may ask you like, dude, what do you do? What do you be saying to these people? Like, why does everybody go crazy over you? Like, you know, you may be someone who society or movies or magazines wouldn't never put on the cover and say, this is the bar. Yet you pull more than anybody you know. I'm picking into, that's like, I'm telling you, that's like one person specifically, but you have the sauce. The sauce. Okay, so we have Neptune and water. Neptune rules the unconscious and the subconscious mind. And then water energy is similar to Neptunian energy in that it rules over the intuition, feelings, emotion, the unseen. So you guys have this very mysterious quality to you. We also have the moon here, which is that feminine energy. You are the pile with the most feminine energy that I've got so far today. All the piles today have been very masculine. There is plenty of balance. I mean, you have Uranus, Pluto, and Neptune, which are masculine, and then we got Venus, the moon, and water, which are feminine. So technically it's balanced, but you pull people in. You definitely have a magnetic aura and energy. People can't exactly explain why they're so attracted to you or why they like you so much, but people just always end up back in your bed, back with you, back in their head, with you like in the same place as you. You could literally manifest a text, a phone call, or an appearance from someone into your life just by wanting it, not even by thinking it and trying to manifest. So if you've always struggled with manifestation or it's never worked with you, it's because you are the like your body is the generator. Your energy naturally pulls everything, you know, into you, so you don't have to work for it. I'm telling you, group 4, you don't have to work for it. If you want something, it will come to you. It will come to you. I feel like where you start to get frustrated is the timing of it all, because maybe you want something like right when you want it. You may be a little bit of a spoiled brat. You want things right when you want it, and that may cause you to go out of your way and try to force things or manifest things, but things should very naturally be happening for you because your energy is very powerful and magnetic in itself. I'm seeing a lot of gray. I'm seeing a lot of green and a lot of blue. Gray, green, or blue may be your favorite color or your favorite colors. You may have a, well, gray wouldn't be good, I don't think, but you may have a blue or green aura. I don't know what gray means in terms of auras, but I don't think that would be good. But blue and green, you may have a blue or a green aura. You may be very neutral. You may like to wear neutrals. You may like monochrome as an aesthetic. I'm also seeing a bit of cyberpunk aesthetic for some of you. You may be alternative. Spirit, what makes them attractive? Why do people fall for them? Why do people like group 4? people really are ready to risk it all for you. We have the tuberose here with dangerous pleasure. So again, there's like that forbidden fruit energy. Like, this is the most popular person in school, or this is the most attractive person in school. That's who I should be going for. Why am I obsessed with this person? Why every time I'm in class with them, I always try to be by them or say something to them or do something subliminal to get their attention? Or why in the workplace am I always trying to hang around their desk or somehow get involved in their work so we have to work together or so we have to talk? It's like people cannot understand why they naturally go out of their way to just want you closer to them. We have the Venus Malo, delicate, fleeting beauty, you guys. Very temporary, fleeting. And it's interesting because people feel like, you know, you should be obsessed with them forever, but you won't be. Like, people want to have, you know, endless control over you, but they can't. It's like, I see this is how you view people, or this is how people feel. It's like, I see your value, but it's delicate, fleeting beauty. I can easily not see that value anymore. I can easily stop talking to you. People try to get you wrapped around their finger, and they genuinely cannot. The love between you is delicate. It has to be nurtured, you know, like, you have to talk to me nice. You have to treat me well. You have to be attentive. And when you see that energy dissipating from people, you stop feeding into it as well. But with you, it's permanent. We have the Nastrium and the Gloxinia. The Nastrium with victory and conquest. People definitely like to see you as a conquest. People like to get you, but people have a hard time maintaining you because it's a delicate, fleeting, ever-evolving beauty, relationship, union. You know, if this isn't maintained, you will not have it forever, period, point blank. So people, they love to conquer you, but I feel like they run into the issue that they cannot maintain you for long periods of time. Like, people really struggle to keep you. It feels like a lot of work. Like, people see it as a lot of work. We have Uranus and Pluto. I don't even think I talked about these. Uranus is the great awakener. Pluto is the planet of beginnings and endings, rebirth, destruction, regeneration. So you shock people. You shock people with your beauty, especially with that Venus energy. Your voice shocks people. People want to take care of you. They want to be around you. They want to kiss you, touch you, hug you. You may find that people are always like staring at you. I'm also seeing someone with really curly hair. You have like brown mixed into it. It's like you have black hair naturally, but maybe you got like blonde or brown highlights. Now you know you need to get that touched up. I'm sorry, but I'm seeing it. I'm like, now you stopped it. But people may always want to play with your hair, play in your hair. They stare at you, something about your hair. Your hair may be very big, beautiful, gorgeous curls. But people are very shocked and taken aback by you. Also, you may be like small, but very fiery, or like tall, big, but very soft and delicate. There's this energy of what people get with you is not what they expected. You may come across as alt, but have like a totally soft and kawaii like personality, very cutesy. You could come across as like the more reserved or shy person, yet you like can debate with the smartest person out here. You may be very knowledgeable and smart. I love your energy, you guys. 8 would be the absolute lowest I could go, but I would say you guys are, I would really say you guys are a 10, because this is the energy. This is the only pile where I can 100% stand behind giving you guys a 10, because it's like, I feel like with all the complexity, you are authentic. I feel like you guys are good with communication. I just heard throat chakra block though. You may have a throat chakra block. So Spirit is saying work on healing that throat chakra. Let's see what else we get. Spirit, tell me more about this person. I love your energy so much. It's like there's so much resilience and strength and power, yet delicacy. You guys are like the item on the menu that nobody can afford. that is a delicacy, that is Michelin star, that is so good and delicious, but the smallest of portion, you don't get all of me, no, you get a small little portion, but you're gonna pay $1, $2, $3, $4, $500, okay, a pop. We have the Hangman in reverse. You guys just don't give up. We also have the Strength card here and the Queen of Swords. You guys have learned to fight for yourself. You are your own advocate. No one runs you. No one runs your brain. You're not going to get in a relationship or a friendship with me and think you're just going to use me and that you're going to use me for my connections or my smarts or my values or my attraction, my magnetism. You will cut people off at the root. And that's another flip of that energy, because I was getting like, oh, it seems like there's some sort of like softness that they come across, but they're totally not. Like this difference in what people get. People really think because you're so sweet and because you will pour into people that you love and care about, that that's just what it's going to be forever. But when they don't appreciate you or when they cross you, especially with this Plutonian energy, you will let them go. And we have the Uranus card here as well. So it would absolutely be a shock, like a huge, huge shock. People never anticipated that you were like this. A lot of people don't know you. And I feel like that's because, you know, for some of you, like I said, there is a throat chakra block there. You have a hard time communicating what you really think and feel, because many people just can't handle it, and you know that. We have the 8 of coins and the 7 of coins. 8 of coins is in reverse. So you're very mindful of where you invest your time and your energy. That's another thing that people find very attractive about you, because you're truly not always available. And you have the ability to like leave your phone in the next room to go do whatever you need to do. Like you don't always have to have your phone with you. So you're genuinely kind of hard to contact. And also, you can be in the bed eating popcorn, watching, you know, whatever series you're into at the time, and still be ignoring people's phone calls. Like, you know your limits, you have strong boundaries, you know, like, yourself and just the time. Like, you know the value of your own time. 5 of Cups in reverse. You don't feel bad about it. You don't stress out over people. And for some of you, this is going to come through years of development, because if the first part really resonated, but it's like, I'm not this, you know, baddie like this, I don't have the super strong boundaries, it's gonna come in life, just you wait. We got the 10 of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Spirit is like, your journey is not over at all. We have the King of Wands. Why did I hear I need a big boy when that came out? What in the world? You guys want someone passionate who does not run out of energy. I don't know why I just heard Samoa, and then I heard and then I'm seeing Hawaii. So you may want someone who comes from more of like a tribal style culture, maybe even like South American. We have the King of Wands. I just get a lot of fiery energy. This is so specific, but you may like people who like spicy food or come from a culture where they eat spicy food. We have the 9 of coins in reverse and the star in reverse. You need herbs, you need spices, I'm hearing. You need someone who is, you know, listen, you know what I'm saying, okay? You know what I'm saying. So add a little bit of spice. We have the star in reverse and the 9 of coins in reverse. You know, honestly, I just get this Victorian era sadness. Like this Victorian era aesthetic. It's like the princess that has a rose drawn bath and, you know, candlelit sitting in her bed. You know what I'm talking about? Like something out of a painting, but it's like she's sad, you know? I don't know why that's coming through. Some of you guys may have been heavily into Tumblr. Some of you may like the sad girl aesthetic, sad boy aesthetic. You may like dark presets and aesthetics, and you may be attracted to like, you know, candlelight darkness. That's crazy because the Empress wanted to slide out. It's in reverse though. So it's like, I'm not the typical feminine or healer or lover, but I do have plenty of healing and loving capability, but that's not my purpose. We have the Hermit in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse. So honestly, Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. If it's not something worthwhile, if it's not someone who truly loves you, you would rather not surrender to it at all. You will not have a loveless marriage or a relationship out of function, out of we make sense together. Like, if it's not love, if it's not real, you don't want it and you won't have it. You guys are a 10 out of 10. I love this energy. It's so mature. It's complex. It's like a little bit of everything you want. There's surprises. There's fun. There's a little freak-a-leak in you. You know, can be very playful. Water, emotionally tapped in. Venus, that feminine, pleasure-seeking energy. I like to live in joy. I like to live in happiness. Neptune, you never fully have me or know what you're going to get with me. And with the moon, I move from my core, my center. I'm not easily influenced by society or trends or what everyone else wants me to do. Like, I'm me. And I love that. We have the Athlete and the Avenger, which is so funny because I just saw someone chasing down someone like a criminal or something like that. Which is funny because you guys, okay, mini story time. Not really, but mini story time. So when I was in 7th grade, my phone got stolen by some girl in the locker room because we were all on the track team. This girl who was a year younger than me heard me talking about how I lost my phone and I was describing my phone to everyone. She saw one of the girls on the track team with a new phone, and she was like bragging about it, and it was as I described. So she was like, oh, let me see your new phone, and she snatched it and she ran it back to the coach, and then the coach got me, and then I got my phone back. That's the energy of what I saw before. But the story time is she ended up dating the guy that I was talking to in high school, so I ended up hating her. But then, like, years later, in retrospect, I was like, dang, that's the girl who stole my phone. And I didn't even talk to her because she was in 6th grade. I was in 7th grade at the time. But in high school, it was a whole thing. It's just crazy how, like, you could hate someone that's actually a good person just because of da-da-da-da-da BS. But we have the Athlete and the Avenger. So you guys, like, you don't like being with friends with bullies. Like, you just don't need to be. You don't need to be a bully to make yourself feel better about yourself. You don't need to talk about other people to make yourself feel better. You know, you just don't do that. So you have a great moral compass, and people are shocked once they're friends with you because you assume, you know, your friends are just going to be on whatever you're on, but they're in for a rude awakening when they find out that you will clock them on that low vibrational behavior. You're an Avenger. You will stick up for the person who's getting taken advantage of, or you will stick up for the person who, you know, other people are talking about. You don't like that because it's just unnecessary. And maybe you relate to that to a degree if you have like a more unconventional type of beauty. Anyways, the Avenger, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. Also, if you had a glow up like later in life, or if you experienced a low before you experienced a high due to a glow up, that could also be the root of you not liking that, where it's like you can see how people treated you before, and now the same people or the same type of people now want to be all in your face after your glow up. So you may teach them a lesson by showing them their superficiality, or absolutely like, no, you're not, you know, denying them. We have the Athlete. It says dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, develop of personal willpower and strength of spirit. So you may have something that you consider to be a handicap. You may have to take medication for mood regulation, or this could be a physical handicap, but you have superseded that. You're not a victim. And then we have the Messiah. This one rarely comes out. Messiah, serving humanity with humility. So you have some sort of higher purpose that you also can't be distracted from. I'm also tapping in. I'm seeing someone living alone in their garden. You eat what you want. You create what you want. You do what you want. And Spirit is specifically saying this is your quantum self. This is the version of you that is finally living the life that you've wanted to live in your heart of hearts and your soul. after you've released all the need to fit into some sort of, you know, societal standard or to conform. So I'm tapping into someone's future self that's living alone, living their best life. But a part of that is also like your purpose is energetic. You, just by being and the things that you learn, you still report back to the collective mainframe through your connection with spirit, all your lessons and knowledge and things like that. So that's one of those more complex topics, but you don't have to like help people to still be playing a huge role in our existence. So just remember that. We have the mystic of divine love. It says, love is divine and I am nothing except love. So people don't understand you. Even when you say no to people, even when you cut them out of your life, it's still all love. It truly is. Love for yourself and, you know, love for them. Because it's like, well, now that I've seen you for who you are, even if I keep you in my life, I don't have respect for you, or we don't resonate because I see you for who you are. So I am actually extending love to you by saying, no, you can't be with me because I will never respect you. And you will always be climbing up a hill that you will never reach the top of because I've already seen you. So it's that gray area. We also have Mary Magdalene, the apostle of the apostles. I am a bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. You know, it's funny. I felt like I should pull another one of these and I wasn't going to, but then I did it. And I'm glad that I did because that is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, people don't understand your impact or your energy or how you work or the role you play, but it is still significant. Stay close to spirit. Always stay close to spirit. And you will be able to supersede the expectations or the limited understanding of what other people think, because people don't understand you, but you're so like playing such an important role. That is what I have for you guys. Like I said, solid 10, and I can get behind that 100%, no questions about it with you guys. I love your energy. This is probably like low key my favorite pile today. And yeah, that is what I have for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. I also do custom spell work on there. But that is what I have for you today. I will see you soon.